You really should prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle." Hello? This is it! The battle begins!
My fortune! The bounty which my matriarch will prize.
尝试了一下刚才去绕对方的小街，但是这边的沙王并没有能够如愿和成功。
It doesn't look like Moon was in position to go for a kill there, sadly.
Yeah, just some damage. Nothing else can really be done there. And look at that, Moon has no more mana.
Okay, well, he's pretty sad.
So the Tidehunter matchup versus Lifestealer. When Tide gets some levels, he actually does totally fine in this matchup. Anchor Smash reduces a ton of damage. As long as Tidehunter's not sitting at full HP, he doesn't actually take that much damage from Lifestealer right clicks.
Yeah,
it's just early on before you have the levels in Kraken Shell where it's pretty bad.
And you can see it now. He might just die here. He's actually going to buy himself. He knows he's in trouble. He's got stick charges. He's got 3 of them, but he won't be able to use them in time. And Ninja Boogie will be able to get first blood. And that's what you were talking about. When you don't have levels, you can kind of get chewed up by the Lifestealer and the Thunder Strike of the Disruptor.
Yep, if he can manage to secure like level 3, then he's totally fine. But until then, it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, and of course the Nyx can't come help. He's sitting mid, just spamming Mana Burn. In the meantime, what is the Magnus able to do? Magnus is level 2, but he's out of mana. He must have been spamming Shockwave numerous times. He's up to 2 last hits, so not that much, but it's not like the Tide's doing much better, so...
I mean, he's got plans for the future mod. Look at Ice just running around, trying to make something happen. He's going to skewer mid lane.
Yeah, this is insane. This is a big rotation. Armel has used his phase shift. The Illusory Orb will come out, but he's able to get away in time, and so that long rotation from Ice, it does pretty much nothing.
Insane indeed. Baited out the Mana Burn.
There's that, at least.
Yep.
Now he's got no mana, and he's going to walk all the way back down bottom, but I guess it's fine. The wave was pretty pushed in anyways, so not the end of the world.
You know, eventually he'll get some, right?
I mean, both of these offlaners are going to struggle for a while.
Exactly. They're both in that same position where they're just trying to get whatever they can, but it's very dangerous for them to move out too far.
I really think the Nyx coming mid for TNC has done a lot of work, though, because Nana is sitting at only 6 last hits. In the meantime, Mag's going to try to steal a creep wave, but I don't know. He's still getting not much. But again, this Nyx Assassin Mana Burn has given Armel such an advantage in the mid lane. 15 last hits and 7 denies versus 7 and 6 for the Death Prophet.
Yep, Jabs even comes mint to give him the sell.
Well, what a guy.
Yep, guy.
Still, though, I mean, it's definitely struggle city for Moon at this point in the game. But they do have really good farm for Mushi on the Lifestealer. But that's about it. Meanwhile, you have 2 lanes going really well for TNC. Of course, we already talked about the puck, and then the gyrocopter's getting free farm. He has nobody that he's really not laning against the Magnus.
Right.
He hasn't been in lane for the past few minutes or so.
It's just Magnus pulling whatever creeps he can.
There is no better feeling, I feel like, than a safe laner getting unequivocal free farm. You just feel so good about your life at that point. In the meantime, wow, Cuckoo's going to steal the bounty rune, and I believe the gyrocopter will get the other one. So Ice is not very happy right now. He has to actually skewer away to keep himself alive.
Yep, this is what we were talking about with the Magnus being a greedy pick. He doesn't actually do anything.
And it's not like you could fall back in the jungle like you could previously with with Iron Talon. You know, that's not available anymore. Even with a Quelling Blade, it's still not that great for the Magnus in this game. I don't know. I mean, at least the Tide's not doing anything either for TNC, so that's the good news for Ice in that regard. But
the game is very similar, right? Both teams have their safe lane completely secured. It's just on the mid lane, TNC are winning by quite a bit.
Yes. And we'll see if they can't find a couple of kills with this puck once he gets level 6. If he wants to start rotating around, he has the double null tally. He's now working on his bottle. He is dishing out the damage, 81 plus 2 damage for this puck against Moon.
How much is that?
That's it's pretty significant.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you'll see it here when he hits him. It's actually chunking him fairly decently. And of course, Moon has no mana to work with either, so he can only really get 1 Spirit Siphon off if he wants to at this point. This is a rough lane for him, and Armel is having a great time.
Yep. So, game's pretty slow, lanes are pretty static. Let's talk about some timings. Puck, when he hits that 6, DP is going to be in quite a bit of trouble because he's already low to begin with, right? It's going to be super easy for someone else to rotate in. Magnus isn't going to be making any moves at all for a really long time. It honestly might be up to the Lifestealer to move around with Sanking, right? He needs some levels up on the supports. He can free up the lanes, give Disrupt to the lane.
And you usually don't want to move on the Lifestealer until you have at the very least Infest and an Armlet to work with. That's the timing that you'll usually see. Armlet comes out on the Lifestealer, you get inside some hero when they have Blink, and you start making things happen. But he might be forced to rotate earlier depending on something happening. Sam H is going to be found by Jabs and Ninja Boogie. They'll get off the Burrow Strike in the Kinetic Field. The Thunder Strike, the glimpse back. Another Burrow should be up in a few seconds, but I don't think they're going to want to go for this as Cuckoo rotates in, so they will back them up. They'll pop the Shrine. They'll get off the Maledicts, but Cuckoo is going to get Burrow struck himself now as well. They don't have enough mana for a Thunder Strike. He does have stick charges, but Cuckoo still might be getting close. He actually might die here with one more auto attack. It looks like he will. Yep. One last stick of a Thunder Strike. And, of course, the Cautious Finale to help out as well. So, nice little pick off there between the two supports. Now down bottom, the call down, hitting up onto Ice. The homing missile and the Rocket Barrage, that's a tier 2 dive. And there's nobody that can rotate in to stop that from happening.
Under attack.
These safe lanes are looking mighty safe for both teams.
I don't mean to be
They're all TPs, but not much they can do.
Under attack.
This is a bit of a rough start.
This is like the offlane from many years ago, from like the TI2, TI3 era, where all the offlaners struggled to get any sort of experience at all, and you had to get extremely creative, pulling creep waves.
Sam H is level 3, Mushi is level 7, and Sam H is not having a great time. Anchor Smash will go out. I don't think Mushi really cares. Jabs rotates him with a Burrow Strike. Sam H is just dead. The Infest will get the kill, and that's going to propel Mushi to his Armlet, which he's super close to at this point, with now 50 CS at 7 minutes into the game.
Come on, it's 7 minutes in, that Siege Wagon spawns at 5. Still alive.
It's still alive. So some tier 1 tower pressure. In fact, the tier 1's just dead, and Mushi gets the last hit. That is a disastrous offlane, really for both offlaners, but Ice at least hasn't really died as much. Well, I say that, but Impale, Rocket Barrage, and... Okay, well, they're both dying a lot, let's be honest. Cass will come out, Jab's going to get hit by that. They're going to try keep him alive with the Burrow Strike onto 3, but the Rocket Barrage comes in from Raven, who is able to secure another kill. This time Cuckoo will get the last hit, but this offlane is the worst offlane I've seen for both offlaners in like a game for a long time. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult for either of them to do anything, and they're both on heroes that require a pretty decent amount of farm, right? They're going to sit back probably for the next 5 to 10 minutes just trying to catch up. Into level 3 at 8 minutes. It's actually a flashback to the past.
It's a disaster, really, for both of these offlaners.
Yeah, but, you know, they've got time.
There will be a smoke for the Radiant trying to make something happen here with the Puck level 6, now level 7. He actually has an Arcane Rune to work with as well. They're going to walk in and try to find Moon, who does have level 2 Spirit Siphon, but I don't know if that's going to keep him alive. The Dream Coil will come out the Maledict. There's the Silence, the Illusory Orb. They'll Crypt Swarm and try to take down Cuckoo with him, but it's not going to happen. Tims will get the last auto attack to secure that kill. That's exactly the timing you were talking about. That level 6 comes out for the Buck, they make a smoke happen, they get a kill.
Yep, and you look at the TP potential from Mineski as well, really not there, right? Disruptor's level 4, Sand King, there's no way he can stop that gang from happening. It's just something they just have to live with for now, trying to weather the storm, but Coil's up again in 18 seconds, thanks to Arcane Moon.
And they can go again if they would like. Meanwhile, Ninja Boogie's going to get dove under the Tier 1 tower on the top lane. Sam H finally getting involved as the Gyrocopter rotates top. And now I think he is up to level 5, so he's pretty happy. And they're going to maybe put some pressure on this Tier 1 tower in the top lane, as bottom lane, Mushi is doing the same thing now with the Empower to help with as well.
I'd like to change my prediction, Mon.
Okay.
It's still early. But yeah, this is exactly what TN...
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Ito na mga kaibigan, no? Nandito na nga tayo ngayon. Nagbabalik muli ang inyong lingkod.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ito na mga kaibigan, pangalan itong hype na to. Break camera tayo.
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Damage mga kaibigan, sinusugo dito ng Death Prophet mga kaibigan. Pero mamamatay sa damage dito. Naku, walang bumakap mga kaibigan. Medyo delikado to. Dalawang talisman. Nakadalawang talisman mga kaibigan, malakas na to.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's structures are fortified.
Sino tong Armel
Dire's
bago
middle
to?
tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes, ito mga kaibigan, magkakabigayan dito mga kaibigan. Sanjay, nag-stun mga kaibigan. Tapos nandito na si TNC Kuko mga kaibigan, support. They are going to katsa-katsa, mga nagkakarakilikan dito. Pero mamamatay, namatay ang Death Prophet dito mga kaibigan. Ako, 6-4 na. 4 na lang, first 10 kill na. So, mga kaibigan, Sun King nasa top. Push na yung top lane ng ano dito, ng TNC dito.
Dire's
Mineski.
bottom tower is under attack.
Si Jobs pala to. Ba't Chinese yung ano? Ba't Chinese yung mga sulat nila? Yung sponsor? Sponsor ata yan eh. Mga kaibigan na nagkakaroon ng Facebook na dito and then Ring of Aquila. Then si Kuko mga kaibigan. Support na pala si Kuko ngayon. Ito na mga kaibigan. Nakita na-spotan si Disruptor mga kaibigan. Ito na nagkakabigayan na dito. Lagot. Nako, nagkabigayan. Ba't nandiyan ka mga kaibigan? Oh, kita ka na naman dyan. Huwag ka kasi dyan. Masyado kang ano eh. Kang ano. Oh, kita ka dyan oh. Mga kaibigan, Magnator. Magnus. Then si Kuko. Mga kaibigan, nagkakabigayan na dito sa top. Sad too.
I'll take your tribute.
Mga kaibigan, sod na. Nagsod na sila mga kaibigan. TNC Coco, TNC Armel, TNC Reven, TNC Thames. They are going to push in the middle lane mga kaibigan or gambang. Kaso, para makikita yata sila ng sentry dito, pag nasignalan yan mga kaibigan, nasignalan, makikita. Nako, Death Prophet mga kaibigan, hindi niya nakita. Ito na mga kaibigan, stun, silence, patay na naman. Nako, 7-4. Woohoo! 7-4. Dato ka ko. Sam H. Raven mga kaibigan. Ring of Aquila pa rin. Pero naka-drummer na dito. Mineski Jobs mga kaibigan. They are trying to push ito mga kaibigan. Rocket Bakit na mga kaibigan?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sandstorm lang siya. Kung
I have no reason to lie about such things.
ito mga kaibigan, they are going to push in the mid lane. The Mineski going to push in the mid lane mga kaibigan. So, ano yung transfer? So, ito na yun. Ito na mga kaibigan, nagkakapatayan na dito. Naku, mamamatay pa yata dito ang... Ano pangalan? Ito mga kaibigan, X. Flag stealer mga kaibigan. Pilit na pinapatay nila dito. Makakapasok pa kaya? Pero hindi na. Dahil natamaan ng stun. Ito, the Prophet Moon.
Structures are not only fortified,
Pinipilit
they
i-push
are
yung top
positively
lane, mid lane, pero
glowing.
hindi na push. Ay nako.
Illusion!
Illusion, that prophet, the armor dito mga kaibigan, nag-bill of discords na. Naka-bill of discords na, pupunta niya si Sun
A
King.
prize!
Hey, Sun King! Ito na mga kaibigan, TP ako. TTP ako. That prophet mga kaibigan, may 17 magic stick na. Tapos, naispatan nila dito si Disruptor at Sun King. Ito mga kaibigan, may daladalang Naix. Mamamatay agad dito si Coco mga kaibigan. Hindi nakapag-stand nga lang. Ito na mga kaibigan, Sun King, mamamatay dito. Inahabol nila si Mushi dito mga kaibigan. Mushi, saan ka pupunta Mushi?
Has fallen.
Ito, nag-trade lang sila, support by support. Magandang trade. Patas lang. Pero Sun King yun eh. Off-laner yun. Off-laner ba yun? Ano?
Radiant's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. They are looking quite robust.
Prize.
Understand lang. Mga kaibigan, SOD nandito. SOD. They are going to Gamba mga kaibigan. Nakita nito Republic. Sakto ang paglapag ng Sentry 1 nila Prophet mga kaibigan. Ulti by Gyro mga kaibigan. Malataman si Prophet pero mamamatay. Patay. Patay nga. Ito mga kaibigan. Hinahambol pa nila Disruptor. Mga na-burn mga kaibigan. By first kill by Gyro. Patay na naman ulit. Nako. First team kill. First team kill by TNC mga kaibigan. Woohoo!
And gold are linked. Double